Hello and welcome to the summer 2018 session of Sports Reporting. I am Dr. Joe Moore. For those of you I haven't met yet, I think I've gone through the roster and gotten to know everybody in there. So a couple of you I've not had in class, but most of you I know by name or by face. So looking forward to working with you this summer. Again, this class is fully online. However, I am working on some tours for us to take. So I'll talk about that more in a minute. This class is designed to teach you about all the different styles of sports reporting. Yes, there's going to be a lot of writing to it because with everything we do, it's going to start with the writing. But where the class used to be titled Sports Writing and it was only about writing, this semester we're going to talk about sports reporting, and that comes as a writer for a newspaper or a magazine, as a broadcaster who focuses on developing highlights. It's going to talk about doing sports talk radio. We'll talk about doing play-by-play and color commentary for live sporting events. We'll talk about blogging. We'll talk about all the different aspects of sports reporting, sports public relations, those types of things. Everything that is encompassed within the field of sports reporting. I have 15 years experience as a college sports public relations director. My last time as a sports PR director was here at the University of Central Missouri. I was what's called the sports information director or the athletic media relations director, lots of different titles. I did that for about 5 years before I started my teaching career. So I also have 4 years experience as a sports writer. I have, since we started the sports broadcasting class, I've done a lot of work with sports production in terms of live production, hosting and producing a weekly studio show. I've done a lot of color commentary for football and basketball, a little bit with baseball on the radio. I've done some of that while teaching the sports broadcasting class. So I've had the pleasure of working in all aspects of sports reporting. It's a field that I just genuinely love to work in. My true love comes in sports writing, but that's just me. So you may be more into the sports broadcasting. You may be wanting to do more in terms of doing play-by-play, or you may want to be a producer and work in television sports news. You might want to be in sports photography. There's lots of different avenues you can get into. You may want to follow and do what I did and go into sports information and work at the college level. So the idea behind this class is to give you kind of an opening to all the different aspects of sports reporting, what you can do with it, the different avenues you can take, and how you can blend it all together. But the bottom line is what we're trying to do is tell the story of sports, whether that's covering an event, whether that's writing a feature story about a particular athlete, whether that is tweeting and announcing live during an event, whatever way it is of reporting on sports. Okay, so here in week one, what I want you to do is take a tour through Blackboard because that is the outlet we'll be using for this online class. So go through Blackboard, look at the assignments that you're going to be asked to complete this semester, look at the course documents and information and the PowerPoints that I'll be using. The way I do this is a couple of the early lessons, I recorded the video of me teaching the class last summer. So those are located on Blackboard under course documents and PowerPoints, I believe is the title. So those sessions will be available there. Others, it's a PowerPoint to which I've put audio, and I take you through the lesson that way. Okay, so that's how you're going to get through all that. You will have 2 weekly assignments that you do every single week. 3 actually. You'll have the blog assignment, and you'll be picking one of the sports that we talk about that week and writing some aspect of it. You'll learn more about the blog assignment under the assignments tab. You'll also have a discussion board post that I need you to respond to each week, and I've presented the topic. All 6 are laid out there for you right now, but you'll look at that topic and give your analysis, give your response. And then there's also an assessment test of AP style and just general knowledge about each of the sports we're covering each week. Okay, so each week there's going to be a general topic. First week it's going to be sport and society, and so there's some PowerPoints that I want you to look at, some class lectures I want you to take a look at dealing with sports and society, and you'll look at that, and then you'll go answer your discussion board post. Then there's a couple of sports that we're talking about the first week, and in week 1 it is football and volleyball. And after you go through those, then you will take your assessment test on AP style and general knowledge about football and volleyball. All right. And then that's where I want you to do your blog post, and you can pick some topic in football, some topic in volleyball, and I want you that's where the writing comes in. Give me your thoughts, do some critical thinking. These aren't big, long essays that I want you to write, but I do want you to put some thought into it, do a little research into it, learn a little bit more about each of those sports and their impact. Okay? Let's see, what else do I need to talk to you about? Also, one of the first things you need to do after you do your tour of Blackboard, get the syllabus. It is online. You can print it off if you want to, but read through it, understand it. If you have questions, contact me. As soon as you're done doing your syllabus, though, you need to go to the Assignments tab, and there's an assignment on there that is the syllabus test. This becomes our contract that lets me know you have read through the syllabus, you agree to what we're talking about in there, and that you are going to follow that. And you're going to hold me responsible to it too, because I have to, that's my contract with you, that I'm not going to spring any new assignments on you. I'm not going to change the grading on you, nothing like that. Okay? As far as the tours this summer, what we're looking at is attending a Kansas City Phantom indoor football game on June 9th. That's a Saturday. These tours, first of all, before I say any more, the tours are voluntary. You do not have to go to any of them. I think you will miss out a lot if you don't. You're not going to get the full impact of this class if you don't go to any of the tours, but you don't have to. I know this is online. Some of you are living outside of the area. I know you're having to work to pay for school over the summer, but these are opportunities that I'm trying to put together for you so that you can get to know some people in the profession, maybe make some contacts, maybe spark some ideas for internships. Maybe you learn something that you didn't know about before and you think, hey, that'd be a really, really cool career avenue to go down. So, KC Phantom on June 9th, we're going to meet with Brad Zimmerman. He owns Zimmerman Productions. They do the live stream webcast for the Phantom, the KC Comets, the KC T-Bones, the KC Mavericks. So they do the webcast for all of the minor league sports in Kansas City. And a lot of the people who work on their crews also work for Niles Media Group, who does a lot of small college and high school sports around Missouri and Kansas. And a lot of those people work with Fox Midwest, who broadcast the Royals. So again, this is a great way to make some of those connections. But he's going to talk about what they do, and then we're going to get a chance to shadow each of the positions they run, the play-by-play announcers up in the booth, the announcer who's announcing during the game, the producer, the director, all of that for the live stream. Okay? Looking at going to Arrowhead Stadium on June 25th or somewhere between June 18th and 29th. It has to be after the Chiefs minicamp. B.J. Kissel went to school here at UCM for a year and played on the baseball team the year they won the national title in 2004. He then went with Brad Hill when he became head coach at Kansas State. B.J. transferred to Kansas State and went to school there. But he is the Chiefs game day reporter along with Mitch Holthus on the Kansas City Chiefs game day reports and does a lot of work with the Chiefs. So we're going to get to go visit with him about what they do. We get to take a tour of Arrowhead and learn a little bit more about the stadium and about the team. So that is going to be, we're shooting for somewhere between the 18th and 29th. I've asked for the 25th. 610 Sports, we're going to try and get to up in June sometime. 610, we have two former students of ours, Dusty Likens and Jason Ketz. Totally blanked on his name. Jason Ketz, who are working with 610 right now. And we've gotten to go up there. John Hansen is the producer for 610 Sports, and he's given us a nice tour the last couple of years. We've gotten to sit in and listen to one of their shows. So we're going to try and get that worked out. And then the last one, we're going to try and get to a T-Bones game this year, Kansas City T-Bones. I've sent a note to their director of media relations and broadcasting. What we were going to try and do, and we tried to do this several years ago, the game got rained out. But we were going to go up there, and what we'll try and do is go on the field during batting practice, where you'll get a chance to talk to some of the players and the coaches. Then we go up to the press box for the game. We'll learn more about statting a baseball game, and then how to get the notes and everything afterward to write a game story. So that's the goal. I have not gotten back with the guy from John Hansen from 610 or the director for the T-Bones. Hopefully hear back from them here in the next couple days, and we'll get those scheduled. But the Phantom is going to be on the June 29th, or on June 9th, sorry. KC Phantom on June 9th, and to Arrowhead somewhere between the 18th and 29th of June. I've asked for the 25th. So, okay. So that is our plan. So this week, be sure you're looking at the PowerPoints, and they're in folders. It'll say week 1. Look at the PowerPoints and the lessons about sport and society. Answer the discussion board posts related to sport and society. look at the PowerPoints about football and volleyball, do your assessments about football and volleyball, and then do your blog post. Okay? I am going to be in and out of the office throughout this summer. I've set my office hours for 9 to 11 that I will be in the office or at least available via email. So if you have questions or comments, get in touch with me and let's work through it. All right? Have a great summer. Talk to you soon.